Hello, shed and steel building family. It is I 'tis back. Wait, that was not grammatically correct. We just had a torrential downpour. I mean torrential. It was actually crazy. I feared for my life more than once. I actually didn't, but so I thought we would walk into some random sheds and see how watertight they are. I'm gonna start with this one because I'm interested. It's a chicken coop, and this has some screened in areas. Oh boy, it looks drier than my bank account. All right, gotta sweep this one out. All right, so this one definitely, so we've got these windows here. They're pretty neat, actually. You can kind of open and close them for ventilation. Same with this area here. But sometimes you question the water tightness sometimes on these, something like this, because this is built in as opposed to, you know, just added on. So obviously you've got these removable roost bars so you can clean them. You've got all your nesting boxes. So yeah, I would have to say, guys, this one is super dry. I can see a little bit of wood shavings that I got to sweep out. A little bit of overspray there I'll take care of. But yeah, even looking up here, you've got your moisture barrier. And there's nothing in this one. She's dry. So let's check a few more out. This is the one I was really wondering about. We're also going to check our oldest building on the lot, a display model that's never been for sale. But so let's go into a potting shed right now. As you can see, this is full of windows. If we were to count the windows out, you know, because there's transom windows above the regular windows, this thing probably has like 30 windows. So windows, and you can see the clear panel roofing in there. This is a good one to check for water. Now sometimes you do get stuff like that. Guys, this has a full warranty. So I can tell you right now that this one is dry. Checking the corners is always a good spot to check. The windows, the roofing, all the way around the roof. This bad boy is dry. There's no water that got into here. Man, this is just beautiful. So it's a little bit colder today because we've been having like a monsoon. It's about 65 degrees out according to the temperature sign, and it feels great in here. What little bit of sun we're getting is getting absorbed into this potting shed greenhouse, and it is nice. Oh, there's even a window there. You can see into the future in this one. There's so many windows. All right, now here's a window that got left open. So obviously that one's gonna have a little bit of water going on. So yeah, if you leave your window open, you know, and just a screen, you're gonna have some issues. We're gonna check some older units. So it is 68, it says. It's gone up a little bit. It's 328 at 68. I'm surprised that we have standing water. It did rain pretty crazy, but normally it disperses. And I'm actually stepping in this, and it's like making that noise. All right, so we're gonna go back to the oldies. So this one we're about to go in, not the oldest one on the lot, but it's pretty old. And we will go to the oldest one on the lot. So these haven't been used in terms of people taking stuff in and out, maybe putting nails in it, you know, hanging stuff on the wall, but they still are not brand new. They are brand new, but they weren't just built. And this is a smooth flooring, very easy to see. This is very dry. This stuff here that you're seeing isn't water. It's actually like maple, like the I don't know what you call it, the stuff that comes out of the wood when it runs down and it's sticky. I like to think it's like sap. But yeah, so there's some little spots of sap. There are footprints from me coming in, obviously, because the grass is wet. But this one is dry as well too. So these are very good at watertight. Here's our gable end vent, and you can see all the way around it is dry. So we're gonna waste no time right now, and we're gonna go to the oldest unit on the lot. We call it Father Time. It's pretty far away though. Can we make it? Just a couple more steps. Come on, guys. We're almost there. Just kidding. These nice lions from the guy that does our mowing. I always like the way that looks when you get the lions in the lawn. For those of you out there that have that neighbor that makes a checkerboard, I know how he does it. I've seen it. There's a device, there's basically the back of your mower, and it stands the grass up as you cut it. So basically when you're going one way versus the other way, it gives you a different visual look. They actually sell kits, they're lawn striping kits. You put in your mower name, like your zero turn, they give you a little thing that goes on the back. I don't know why. I'm fascinated. Wow, no way did my phone just interrupt that video to bring up a software install. That should not have been allowed. Shame on Android. God, it's all mud. Here I am in the middle of talking about lawn striping kits, and literally the video goes away and it pops up, schedule install about to run. Alright guys. Father Time is this way. Make a left at the church, go past the general store, and then right down here is Father Time. So this was one of the first potting sheds we ever had received. When they were first developed, brand new product. So we kept this around as a display model originally. There was a brief 6-month window where we did have it for sale. However, it did not sell during that time. So fast forward maybe 3.5 years later, this has been to 3 or 4 different lots as we've moved and grown, but it's coming up right here. So this is a 12 by 24 deluxe potting shed, meaning it's got the porch on it. But this is Father Time, Mother Time. It's 2023. I don't know if I'm allowed to say anything anymore, but this is our oldest unit. So you can see on this deck, still very nice, but you can see it's not the Trex board, so there is a little discoloration. It's got a little bit of the gray to it. Still beautiful deck. Boards are in mint shape. You could stain this, paint it, but you can see that a little bit with the time. But when we come inside, hey, how's it going in here, everyone? Usually there's flies and stuff in here. So right away, super dry floor, 100% by the vents, super dry. Tall ceilings in this one, up in the loft area, looking good. So everything looks good here. We do have some wetness, you can see it right here by the door. So that obviously came in from the door, and the reason behind that is it's not level. So this actually is really not latching well. But you can see how tight it is and how much it widens up. I can fit all my fingers in here. So basically, if this building had been level, then that right down there, that water stopper back there in the corner is too high because the door is too high, it's letting water in. Things like that are fully adjustable, and that has to do with that door not being shimmed properly, which has to do with the ground not being level. We don't level the buildings here because they're temporary storage. Oh man, it's warm in this one. Okay guys, look at this. So, no water in here at all. There are some leaves. Oh man, these are like dinosaurs. Oh, sprinkle it, magic dust. Anyways, so yeah, very dry in here. Up on the beams, everything's dry. The connection points to the polycarbonate is very dry, so there's nothing that got in here except somebody eating chicken nuggets. Man, excuse me, bent over in them, sweet and sour. That was probably me. I've never eaten in Father Time. All right. So anyways, basically the point of this video is that these sheds, I mean, this was a bad rain for us. It really was. I mean, a lot of the roadways where you get the water over them or washed out now. It just rained profusely. And you can see these sheds, basically we've gone through a handful of them. Can't really go through them all because there's too many, but we chose some select ones out and they are dry. They did not incur any water coming in them. And that's what you want to see, right? You want it rodent tight, bug tight, water tight. It's all right, don't fight, out of sight. All right, so there we go. Let's take a look maybe at just one more, maybe a cabin or something. But basically, guys, they hold up to the elements very well. Water doesn't get in them. Occasionally, like I said, stuff will happen. There'll be a spot, you know, you come out, we fix it under warranty. Normally you don't have that. Sometimes stuff you do can create water problems. If you're altering the building or modifying it, you could do something that makes it unwatertight, which at that point in time, fortunately, you'd have to repair. But normally speaking, these are ready to go, ready to use. I don't know what one to go in. How about this big cabin? So anyways, remember that wood that was kind of gray? This is what it looked like about 4 years ago. Right? So you can see, same thing, it's just discolored, right? It's outside, it's in the elements, it's had sun beating on it, it's by the road, but easily could stain that wood or paint it, and you wouldn't have that problem. All right, we are coming in here. All right, this is a massive loft. Seriously, guys, I don't know if you can see how deep this loft is. You could live up there. Like, that could be your whole house. Hey, you couldn't stand up, though. That wouldn't be very fun. All right. So yeah, we're not seeing really any water damage here, other than right here it's pretty bad. Oh God. Yeah, that got really bad. You can see it's still soaked, but the window was open. See, it does have a water seal on it. So things like that, you leave a window open, obviously you're gonna get water in them. You just, you know, but it's not the end of the world. You get a little water in there, it'll dry up. You know, it's not treated lumber on the inside of the building. So, you know, if you do it too many times, it will eventually start to rot the wood. But that's an easy piece if you had to replace it. So anyways, guys, it does look good in here. Another one we've checked out, you know, a lot of times you can see up there, the gable vent, we're not really able to get to that right now. Actually, give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna try to put the phone here. Look at that, you can stare at the doors, and I will close this window because I do think the rain is coming again, honestly. So I think I should go through and close some of these windows that are open. All right, so anyways, guys, these are good structures. They are watertight. They're ready for the elements. Can you do things that help increase that? And this door is way unlevel. Won't even close. Look at this. Just so you know, we check all the doors and windows after we deliver it, once we put it on your level ground, just to make sure. But like this bad boy here, hang on. So this is got closed cell spray foam in the whole building. Right, so this definitely helps with, you know, water tightness, things of that nature. Holy cow. I know I say this, guys, but if you're ever on the lot, maybe it's a warm day, you gotta come in this building. It is unbelievable how much better it feels the second you walk in here. It's actually crazy. So this building is at least 10 degrees cooler than outside. And I mean, instantly I walk in and I feel it. It's actually weird because you kind of breathe it in. You're like, oh. Not like you're going in a fridge or a freezer, but noticeably different. Maybe like you walked in your house with the AC on. Anyway, so guys, not a lot to this video. Hasn't been a lot of videos lately. I've been sick. I had bronchitis, pneumonia at the same time. They were battling each other and I was battling them. Then we got in a three-way battle. But a bunch of prescriptions, steroids, and some shots later, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm up on my feet. But got some more greenhouses here. So anyways, guys, I definitely appreciate you tuning in. I just thought we would take a little look. We don't normally get rain like that, and it looks like we're going to get some again. if we do get another rainstorm like that, I will sacrifice myself and my clothing. I'm sorry, shirt, jeans. And I will go out in the rain and sit in one of these buildings. And we can be out there, because this was a terrible rain. This was the perfect one. I should have done it then, but man, it was like, nah, I don't want to do that. But for you guys, I will. So if we get it again, and boy, does it look like we will, you'll catch me out there. So catch me outside, how about that? Alright guys, I appreciate you tuning in. If you do come out here to browse it all, make sure you look where you walk. Lots of water, big puddles. You can't see, that's pretty deep, built up everywhere because it rained so hard. So just keep an eye out where you're walking. Alright, you can see no water in here either. Look at the difference in the gravel. Boom, look at that, see? This one's open, it got rained in. Look at this. You can see where the rain came in from the side, because it's open as opposed to what was dry. So definitely got hit with a little bit of, you know, Mother Nature crying. But if it happens again that bad, to that extent, I will go out into one of these buildings, maybe a couple of them, and we'll check them out live as it's happening. All right, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and as always, I will catch you on the next one.